Alright, we are live. Alright, Casey, wait, talk real quick. I just want to make sure you're fine on there.
Fine.
Just keep talking. I just want to make sure you're.
Okay. So Saturday I went to this ice cream place, and there was Game of Thrones on the TV, and I started watching it. And now I'm hooked on Game of Thrones, and then they wouldn't give me ice cream.
Sick. Let me just.
What's up?
I'm just reaching this out to people to make sure they know.
I hate when Dead by Daylight says pushing microtransactions. Ooh! Dead by Daylight has an official merch store now.
Wow. Gotta
I'm gonna
cop
buy a Dead by
yourself
Daylight
some.
hoodie. Yeah, I'm not even kidding. I'm gonna get like a Dead by Daylight hoodie. Dead by Daylight merch store. Gotta cop the Shaq pants.
My Chrome. Yeah. Oh, and I just put it on the charger. Thank you for letting me know. Oh, my phone is so slow.
A second, this merch sucks a dick.
That's bad.
All of this merch looks like this does not. This looks like something I could buy in China. It's not good. Ooh, I can buy a beanie. That's good. You've redeemed yourself, merch store. Ooh, they sell beanies in different colors.
Alright, chat. Say hi. We're probably gonna start at 7:05. I just want to let people get in before we actually start the. Oh, what is wrong with my phone? Hi, Owen.
Other coppers, whatever these Shaq pants.
How's your day going, chat? How's it going? We're supposed to stream it earlier, but YouTube was being a heckler and wasn't letting me stream. Sorry it's so late.
I'm trying to mess with someone into my daylight chat and they like can't take a joke. When are you gonna start streaming?
7:05. Well, we're already technically live. Just letting people get on.
Okay, can we start? Oh, okay. I'm gonna go check the channel. I've been watching a lot of Game of Thrones.
I heard the last season was very not good.
I heard that too. That's why I started watching it from the start. Let me just say, it's very intimidating to start an 8-season-long show with each episode being an hour and 5 minutes long on the first season. It's very intimidating.
I just started Supernatural, which has 14 seasons.
I don't like Supernatural.
I don't really have an opinion yet. I'm only on the second episode, so. Well, we might as well start. Hi guys, welcome to the podcast. We're here at episode 11. We got lots of trailers, lots of music stuff, all good things. So we might as well start with the beginning, with Marvel. So this is just a fun story that came out. It's actually quite stupid, but so the Blade movie originally, when New Line Cinema was making it, they tried to make Blade white, and they wanted Stephen Dorff to play Blade. But the writer was like, "No, you can't do that. He's a black character."
Yeah, that's kind of like racist and whitewashing.
Yes. So thank God, we got what we got, and New Line Cinema sucks. So yeah. Last week,
I'm sorry, audience. I have really bad allergies right now, so you're gonna hear a lot
of. So last week we talked about the theory that Deadpool might be in Spider-Man 3, and people over at Marvel have confirmed that that's not true. Deadpool will not be in Spider-Man 3. So don't look forward to that in Spider-Man 3. So. There was a rumor that the Marvel slate they've confirmed that the Marvel slate will be released that's not right. Never mind. Ignore the E3 thing. It's not going to be at E3. After Spider-Man Far From Home comes out, the Marvel slate will be released, and people thought it was going to be the next couple of phases, but rumors are saying that it'll only be the first phase, and that they're not going to reveal too much about the future, so they don't have what happened to Age of Ultron happen to any other future movie. So don't expect this huge slate with like 30 movies. Expect a smaller slate. And so David Harbour, he was talking about Hellboy, which obviously has been doing very, very bad. And he talks about how he basically blamed the MCU for its failure. He talked about how the MCU, those kinds of movies have been been accepted in the superhero genre. And he says that new things like what Hellboy was doing weren't really being accepted. And I kind of understand what he's saying, but at the same time, there have been a lot of stories about what happened behind the scenes, David Harbour being very controlling in the movie, but I do think he has a good point there. So writer McFeely, he says that the way the mutants will be introduced into the MCU will be we won't expect it at all, and it'll be very different from anything than what we expect, which I can't wait to see what he does. Kevin Feige, he's a very smart man, and I'm expecting something great.
Yeah.
Oh, by the way, Dark Phoenix comes out next Thursday.
Why would you release a movie on a Thursday?
Why would you make Dark Phoenix? Why didn't they just cancel it? That's what they should have done. So right now there's a rumor going around that David Morrissey will be Norman Osborn in the MCU, and that he will have a multi-movie villain role that will spread over multiple phases. He looks like he could fit the part. I've never seen him in anything specifically as an actor, but he does look like he could fit the part. So the Avengers Project, aka Marvel's Avengers game, We'll get a reveal at E3. So if you're going to E3, you have that to look forward to. Casey, are you going to E3?
I wish. I was at California. I was at California last year while it was happening.
Oh, when is it?
It's next week.
Next week? Oh, cool. So we'll have a lot of stuff on E3 next week then. So they revealed why the New Mutants got their newest delay and pushed it to 2020 in April. And they're doing reshoots. And they said the reason that it was taking so long and they had to push it back so many times is because all of these actors have lots of roles that they're in, and so getting them all together was difficult. I just hope they do it right. I just want them to get it out. Was a movie that I was really excited for. So I just can't wait. Well, I can't wait to see it, actually. So we were talking about the fact that Deadpool was not in Spider-Man 3, but now there's a new rumor that Deadpool will get a Disney Plus show, which I think is I disagree. I think that's an awful idea because Disney Plus is supposed to be for everyone. Like anybody can watch it. It's supposed to be for your 2-year-old, your 7-year-old. It's supposed to be for all ages. And Deadpool isn't for all ages, and it would kind of be disrespecting something that's gotten such a big following. And I think they just need to put out a movie that's rated R and do something different because, like, they've said they're gonna try new things, so you might as well. So Sony was talking about.
I think okay. So I think that Deadpool needs to be rated R.
Yes.
I thought that Kevin Feige said that Deadpool 3 will be rated R and that they wouldn't make a non-rated R Deadpool property, but I guess that's just bullshit.
Yeah. They So you know how Netflix has like their kids section, right? And then they have a section that has adult content. They should do that on Disney Plus. They should have their section that is for all ages, and then they should have their PG-13 and rated R content on in one section. Like, I don't understand why that's like hard for them to do. And then you could put Deadpool in there, rated R, stuff like that, and it'd be fine. And you could put out the movie, and then you'd have a place to put it on Disney Plus. I don't understand why they can't do that. But
if you're gonna make shows like Daredevil on Disney Plus,
right?
What the heck?
Especially because like Marvel Studios, they're making Hulu shows that have they're making a Ghost Rider show. Ghost Rider isn't a light character at all, so they're already delving deep into darker characters and more graphic characters. So I don't understand why Deadpool's any different.
Right.
But so Sony was talking about how they really want Venom.
Ghost Rider is such a bad character.
Who? Ghost Rider? What the heck?
Yeah, Ghost Rider's so mad. I'm not crazy for him.
I haven't been exposed to him enough to I've only seen him in the Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. show, which I thought he was pretty interesting in. So Sony was talking about Spider-Man 3, the after Far From Home, not the one that's already come out. But they talked about how they want to put Venom in Spider-Man 3 and him to be a character
you told me
that's in it.
I think you told me that after Far From Home there'll be no more Spider-Man movies.
That's what I heard. I guess that's not true. So yeah, last week we talked about how people are theorizing that a multiverse with Sony and Marvel Studios isn't so far-fetched. I mean, I think it'd be cool. I'm a little worried.
Yeah.
I think Marvel Studios can do it. I think they can make a multiverse, but the idea of a multiverse in a movie franchise just scares me, especially the MCU, because they've done such a great job so far, and I don't want them to screw up. and a multiverse is a very, very hard thing to do, especially because not everybody sees every single Marvel movie ever. And so people keeping caught up on a multiverse where they see characters like Tom Hardy's Venom is randomly in a Spider-Man movie. I'm sure they might do a little bit of explaining, but not enough for the person to be like, oh yeah, I get this. And that's why the multiverse to me is something that I want them to do just because it'd be so amazing to watch in a movie, but at the same time I'm like nervous about it. That's just my opinion.
Yeah.
Some more Deadpool talk. There's a rumor going around that the way Deadpool will be used in the MCU is similar to the way he was used in the X-Men franchises, where he'll get his solo movies and maybe he'll appear in another solo film like he did in X-Men Origins, Wolverine, but he won't appear in the core team-up movies he never appeared in any of the X-Men films. And I think that's smart. I was watching a video and he was talking about how he didn't want Deadpool to be a major character in the MCU just because like the MCU is sure it has jokes, but like at serious moments it doesn't. And he was talking about how if Deadpool was in there, right, he'd make jokes the whole entire time. So there's that.
Like, yeah.
Some more Marvel's Avengers game news. So it will feature hero customization, and it'll have single and multiplayer. But yeah,
so
this game.
To hear someone who knows nothing about video games talk about video games.
I know about video games. You take their disc and you plug them in and you play them. But so it'll be games as a service. So it'll be games as a service similar to Destiny, Anthem, and The Division. Casey, you know more about this than I do. So what do you think about that?
Part of me. Okay, so I played. There are two examples of games as a service. One is like Anthem. Anthem is not a good game. Anthem, they use their games as a service as a marketing tool to have you spend more money. I play another game called Rainbow Six Siege. Their games as a service thing is way better. If you buy their season pass every year for only $30, you get every single piece of content they add every year. It's always on a constant spew,
right?
Making you want to buy this thing more. This is the kind of games as a service that I like. This is the kind of games as a service we need to see more. I think that if Square Enix, the developers, and Square Enix, the guys making this game, are very good developers. I think that if they play their cards right and they make a good fucking game, then it won't be a problem, you know?
Yeah. Do we know when this is when this is coming out? Like, is it a PS4 game? Is it
again, I don't think you know how video games work. Video games can take years to come out. This game was announced in 2017.
Oh.
Like,
RIP.
We don't know.
So more Marvel. So there were a lot of rumors on projects that were being worked on. And one of them is the Power Pack. Is being rumored as a Marvel Studios project that's working on right now. I think it'd be a perfect short film for Disney Plus. It'd be like a one shot except longer. Like do an hour-long movie about the Power Pack. It doesn't have to be major, and then maybe give them a show. I don't think they need a movie, but give them something Disney Plus ish. And Casey, do you know anything about the Power Pack?
I have no clue who the Power Pack is.
I'm pretty sure they're like they worked with the Fantastic Four at one point, and if they did, then that would be a good connection there. But moving on, there's another rumor that Marvel is developing an Ultimates film, which would be really cool. Where a lot of the characters in the main Ultimates roster is already there. We already have a Hulk. We already have a Thor, Hawkeye, Wasp. Obviously not Cap because he's like old.
Yeah.
and Giant Man, and I think that'd be a cool thing. Instead of calling it the New Avengers, do an Ultimates film. Miles Morales is in there, and you could, depending on how things go with Sony, if the rumors are true that they want to do like a giant universe, it'd be perfect for Miles Morales to get in. So we know that the what?
We have never really gotten a live action version of Miles Morales.
No, we have not.
So it'll be interesting.
Yeah, and we already have his
Unless you want to count.
It was
Unless you want to count the Spider-Man game.
Yeah. Because we already got his uncle, Childish Gambino, played him in Homecoming. Oh, that game's amazing, by the way, the Spider-Man game. I love that game.
I still haven't played it yet.
You haven't?
No, I want your copy.
I'll lend it to you.
Oh. See, we're friends.
Yeah. $20.
Oh, okay.
So they revealed why the Dark Phoenix ending. So they revealed why the ending of Dark Phoenix was changed. And they said it was very similar to a superhero film. They said I had a giant space battle and stuff. And so people are speculating that it was very similar to Captain Marvel. Which, I mean, I guess that's not really their fault because by the time they were done filming, Captain Marvel wasn't out yet. But so I really want to see something fresh in this movie. I'm really hoping it's not as bad as I know it's going to be. But another rumor from Marvel Studios development, there's a rumor that Sentry is being considered for the MCU. Sentry is a very, very powerful character. And so I don't know if they'll want to do that, especially because right now Captain Marvel is supposed to be the big, giant, powerful superhero. And Sentry is beyond thousands of times more powerful than Captain Marvel is. And he's more of an anti-hero. So with the Sentry, I don't know. But as I kind of don't want to see him in the MCU just because of how powerful he is, especially as Captain Marvel is supposed to be the super strong main hero. But so there are casting rumors right now for Shang-Chi that they're looking for a 50 to 60-year-old man who's going to be playing a leader, which people are speculating that's supposed to be the Mandarin. And then also a young, powerful female warrior who works for the leader. So that, I mean, that.
Wait, I've seen this one before.
What?
And isn't that just Thanos and Gamora?
I guess, yeah.
Pretty much.
So Chris Hemsworth was talking about some of his time as an actor, and he revealed that he almost was the Wolverine, and then after he missed that opportunity, he almost was Gambit. Do you think he would have played a good Wolverine, Casey?
No.
I feel like he would have done a okay job. He's no Hugh Jackman though. And then as Gambit, I feel like he would have done a great job as Gambit. He has that kind of vibe with the accent and stuff. But
80% of people watching this video, who's Gambit?
Actually, though. So Olivia Wilde, she's pretty famous as a movie maker and actress. She said she wants to direct a Marvel movie. The only movie I saw when I looked her up at movies she's directed, the only movie that I saw that was like a superhero film was Tron Legacy. What, Casey?
What's her name?
Olivia Wilde.
What's her name? Let me look her up.
She did Tron Legacy, which was a awful movie. But
I don't think any of these movies are good. Oh wow, she made Cowboys vs. Aliens. Made masterpiece.
But yeah, I feel like she could do a kind of a action spy film.
She made. I'm just letting you know, some of the movies she made are some of the worst movies I've ever been in.
Well, she's famous, so.
Yeah, There has to be one good movie. I can't find anything good for me.
So the Disney XD show Spider-Man, just some news. If you watch the show, I stopped watching the show because I grew up. But season 3 is supposed to be Maximum Venom, which is a strange name because the comic is Maximum Carnage, but it's Maximum Venom. So if you do watch the show, you know that that's the idea for season 3. But Keanu Reeves is reportedly in negotiation for the Eternals right now. Casey, I've never seen a Keanu Reeves movie. Is he good? Is he a good actor?
He is excellent. If you put him in the right role, he's a great actor.
He's John Wick, right?
He's John Wick, right? Yeah, he's John Wick. He's also Bill from Bill and Ted. He's also Neo from The Matrix.
Nice.
Is he Ted? Is he Bill or is he Ted? Hold on, let me look this up.
So just some backstory. So he was worthy enough to pick up Mjolnir the whole time. So in Age of Ultron, when you see him almost pick it up, he was.
Listen. In the movie Bill and Ted, Alex Winters plays Bill and Keanu Reeves plays Ted. Okay, he plays Ted, right?
So that's just some backstory to Cap. So we got Black Widow set photos. In the first one to the left, you see her by some water with a little boat thing, and she had red hair, and then the rest are just mountain shots. Maybe she's on the run and she's trying to find where she's going. There's not much revealing with these clips or these pictures, but so Chris Hemsworth talked about Guardians 3, and he says that he wants it to be as Guardians of the Galaxy, which is a newer team in the comics. They're very important in the current run of War of Realms, which is the major event going on right now. And I think that'd be cool. Valkyrie hopefully has a more important role, which I think she will in the MCU right now. And I think that'd be a very good transition into a new franchise and a new team and a new chapter in the MCU. So I'm on board with that. Moving on to DC.
I'm still waiting for Nova. Do you think if they did as Guardians of the Galaxy, we'd finally see Nova in the MCU?
Probably. So right now, for DC news, there's these rumors going around on Twitter. Twitter's an awful place for superhero films, especially DC. But they're gaining traction that Matt Reeves was recently just fired from the Batman, and Ben Affleck is back to play and direct the Batman film. If you believe that, that's completely false, and it's just ridiculous. People who are doing this, I don't even think they're fans of DC. They're fans of an iteration of a character, and they need to chill out because it's just annoying, and it's I don't know. It just makes me so mad that this happens. So
I like Robert Pattinson as Batman.
I don't know about his acting ability, so I'm not saying it's a bad idea. He doesn't look like a Batman to me, just in my opinion. I mean, they could do makeup, color his hair and stuff, I guess, but he doesn't look like a Batman to me. That's just my opinion.
Yes. I also want to say that Christian Bale would take Batman. Yeah.
So Tom King, he's a comic book writer. He just got added onto the New Gods movie as a writer for that film. I forgot this film was actually happening, but I'm glad to see that they are moving ahead with it. So the Flash and Cyborg actors have officially left the Warner Bros. In their roles. So we won't see those iterations anymore, and I really hope they just start a new chapter to the worlds of DC, and they just figure it out. But Robert Pattinson is officially the Batman. Like we said, he was like their main choice, but they had other choices. So he is the Batman. Supergirl for the Warner Bros. Film is expected to start production in 2020. Another film that I forgot was happening. But that's pretty good. I'm not very familiar with Supergirl. I have watched the first 3 seasons of the show, but I kind of forgot it all. So, the Patterson films have been revealed that they're not connected to the main DCU. So he's not the same character as Ben Affleck. Well, he is. He's just from like a different universe. And then, the 4 like original Batman films, basically from the 80s and 90s, Batman Returns, Batman Forever, Batman and Robin, they will be being released on 4K next week. I have them on disc. But so DC Universe for June, they're adding Swamp Thing Season 1, Swamp Thing the 2011 comic, the Constantine 2014 TV show, Justice League 2018 comic, Batman Bad Blood animated movie, Dark Knight's Metal animated comic, Superman 2 1980 movie, Super Sons Volume 1 2017 comic. So that's what you have to look forward to if you watch DC Universe. So, Star Wars news. Matt Smith is no longer on the cast list for Rise of Skywalker. This is something that's been debated because he said he was in it, and then he wasn't on the cast list, and then they added him, and then he said he wasn't in it, and then they just took him out. So we don't know what's going on there, but hopefully I like him, so hopefully he is in it, but I hope they just like figure it out. So there was a theory that Han was Rey's dad. He just like didn't know she was because like she's not Leia's daughter, but he was just hanging around and then he forgot protection and stuff. But that theory was shot down by a Lucasfilm executive, so that theory is not true. So we still don't know. But game news, Casey, this is your realm.
What's up? Okay. Is there toilet paper? Is there toilet paper in that bathroom?
What the? How are you guys doing today? How's your days going? You guys going good? You guys enjoying the podcast? The 2 viewers we have. Leave a like, comment, subscribe, turn on notifications. Do what you need to do. I don't know what Casey's doing right now. I think he had to like blow his nose or something. But are you back? Owen keeps going, I feel like you're not enjoying it. I mean, makes sense. There's not a lot of viewers, not a lot of conversation with the chat. I'm still enjoying myself, having a good time, Don't want to stop at all. Oh, good song.
Same here.
Are you back, Casey?
In here.
Oh, all right. Continue on the games.
Okay. For games, they just added Ghostface to the Daylight, which is so whack. Sorry for that. His power seems like really weak. I'm probably gonna. You find he's like a really big nerf, or a buff, I mean. And Ash from the Evil Dead franchise. The last time we talked about him was being added to Dead by Daylight. Is now being added to what's it called? Oh yeah, Mortal Kombat, which is also pretty big. I've wanted that for years now. Oh, Dead by Daylight just turned 3 years old. E3 is next week, which is huge. I think it is. Let me look it up. E3 dates. Yeah, it's next week. Yeah, that's big. Bioshock 4 just got leaked. Bioshock's a really fun franchise, so I'm excited to see what they do with that. Death Stranding, which is like the new Hideo Kojima game, is coming out on my birthday, which is also big. What's just it? Oh, and that new Star Wars game is coming out.
I'm excited for that
That's
game.
going to be on E3.
I'm excited for that game. I like the story. Do you want to move on to trailers?
The story looks interesting. Yeah.
Alright, cool. So we got a Jessica Jones season 3 trailer. It was like 20 seconds. It looks spooky. I haven't watched season 1 or 2, but it's out there, and if you have watched it, you can look forward to that. It's coming out this month. We got the official Swamp Thing trailer. We've gotten clips and stuff, but this is like the official trailer. It added a lot to the story and what we'd seen from those clips. It's like there's a disease from the swamp, and the Swamp Thing actual character, like the monster, is creating the disease. It looks really good, really creepy. If you have DC Universe or you're thinking about it, I would definitely get it because the show looks very, very good. So we got a Dark Crystal, Age of the Resistance. Dark Crystal is a very, very old movie.
Dark Crystal it's not old. It's just weird because like Dark Crystal is like not a lot of people have heard of Dark Crystal.
I watched it. I wasn't the biggest fan of it, but it was very different from any other movie I've ever seen. So, but it looks great. It looks very similar to the movie, which I'm glad. It's a TV show. It's coming out August 20th, and it looks separate to the movie, similar plot, but no similar characters. We got a Call of Duty Modern Warfare trailer that's being released October 25th. Casey, this is more your wheelhouse. What did you think of the trailer?
I think it was very interesting. It was very dark. It's a controversial mission, and so it's a reboot to an original franchise of Call of Duty called Modern Warfare. And in the original Modern Warfare 2, there was a mission called No Russian. It was very controversial. Basically, the whole mission was like a terrorist attack, and you had to be a part of it, unfortunately. And people are calling this new game, people who got to get their hands on this game, they're calling it No Russian the game. It's like really dark.
Ooh.
And
are you gonna get it?
I don't know how I feel. You know, whenever I buy a Call of Duty game, I'm extremely disappointed, but I know when I buy this one, it's probably gonna be the same thing, but I might check it out.
Yeah. So we got the Kitchen trailer. It's a DC movie. Really, really good. It has a great cast. The story looks very good. It seems like a good change of pace from the usual DC films. Very different than any other DC film we've ever gotten. So this is more. So this isn't. Yeah. So it's not like a superhero film per se. It's a more grounded mob boss movie. It's like Daredevil is to the MCU basically, except they're not really Daredevil, like crime fighting.
Is it called
The Kitchen?
Is it called The Kitchen because it's about Hell's Kitchen or something?
Yeah.
Is it about Hell's Kitchen?
It is, yes. It's DC, not
I think I
Marvel.
saw a trailer for it.
Yeah, just came out.
Not so long ago.
I think like yesterday. But it looks very interesting. So we got a Mortal Kombat 11 official combat pack for Shang Tsung.
Shang Tsung. He's an original Mortal Kombat 2 character, so I'm excited to see him in Mortal Kombat 11. And then at the very end of that trailer, it says, and more characters coming soon, and you hear a chainsaw revving up, which is an obvious hint towards Ash from Evil Dead. He has a chainsaw hand, so that's why. That's a hint towards that. And if just the chainsaw hand isn't enough, the guy who plays Ash and everything, including Dead by Daylight, went out and said, "Yeah, I'm coming into Mortal Kombat." So yeah.
And he's gonna play him in Mortal Kombat.
Yeah, nobody else has ever played Ash except for this dude.
Cool.
It's like Wolverine, you know.
Yeah.
I was speaking dumb Marvel fan language for you.
So we got an Onward teaser trailer. It's an animated Disney film. The trailer was very cute. I liked the cast. It had Tom Holland, Chris Pratt. So yeah. We got a Spider-Man 2 TV spot. It was a Chinese TV spot actually. But it looks like it's pushing the fact that Spider-Man will become like basically the new Iron Man, which I'm not a fan of. I think Spider-Man should be his own entity, and Tony Stark, Iron Man, should be his own thing. But it's okay though. I bet they'll handle it well. And then we got a Rambo Last Blood. Casey, this is a trailer you wanted to talk about.
Okay, so I like the Rambo. I like the original Rambo movie, and that's it. They just made this new trailer for this new Rambo movie. It looks so bad.
Does it? I didn't end up watching.
It uses the song. It uses the song "Old Town Road," which we all love. Which does not belong in a Rambo movie. So yeah, it looks terrible. I mean, it looks good. Just the trailer was bad. I got a lot of Logan vibes from the trailer. I don't know why.
Yeah. So let's go on to music. So Miley Cyrus just released a new EP called "She Is Coming." I enjoyed the first like 3 songs. It has good beats, and then it just got really bad and really weird. It does excite me though for the album, kind of. I hope if it keeps like the feel of the first 3 songs, it should be good. Then we got a song by NF called "The Search." This is probably my favorite song right now. I love this song. The flows that he puts out are amazing. The beat is great. The synth string beat is just fantastic. I love the beat drop. The words hit hard. The music video is visually stunning. I think it's in probably Iceland that they did this. But yeah, 10 out of 10. So I kind of wanted to talk about more like mainstream music because I also want to listen to like all sorts of music that come out. So we got Cardi B, "The Press" single. This song, it's acceptable. She sounds like she's sick and she has like a cough. Very hard to understand. I like the beat. Overall, it's an okay song. She has some good flows. And then we talked about the song "Isis" by Joyner Lucas last week, and then we got a remix by Rain, Crypt, and Joey Nato, 3 rappers that I enjoy. And they all have amazing verses, and they complement the beat well. So yeah, that's my music talk. So for TV shows, we got Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. episode 4. Great episode. Deke, I've grown to love his character. Seeing him back was very good. They killed off one of the newer characters.
Yeah.
So that's some yo-yo drama because they had a relationship going. So right now the season's going very strong. Last episode was not my favorite episode ever. But this episode was another solid one. No book news or comic news, but movie news. So Jack Sparrow fans are launching a pirate petition to bring back Johnny Depp to the role. I thought he did a great job in the movies I saw. The movies themselves aren't the best, but I've enjoyed what I saw from him. What do you think, Casey?
What do you have back into what movie?
As Jack Sparrow.
So
Yeah.
I think Johnny Depp's on Layla right now. He's kind of been doing some bad things. So yeah.
Well, that looks like that's the podcast. We've talked about everything. Unless Casey, you want to talk about anything else real quick?
Well, I think we got it all.
All right, cool. Thank you for whoever stuck around. Not a lot of views this week, which is okay. Yeah. So see y'all. Have a great night. Bye.